The L pool is a great option if you've ever wanted to experience a structural failure in real time. You fill it up, turn around for 1 second, and every drop of water has already escaped down the long leg of the letter. It's like trying to store rain in a staircase. Diving from the top corner might look cinematic, but it ends with a hospital visit and a very confused doctor asking how you broke your entire body on a letter. Number 9. A. Somehow, A manages to be the opposite of a pool. The second you pour in water, it politely declines and slides it right off both sides. The central spine acts like a drainage system designed by someone who hates summertime fun. A might look sharp and symmetrical, but as a pool, it's basically a waterproof funnel. Number 8. O. At least O somewhat looks like a pool. A clean circle, contained walls, and decent depth. But hang on a minute, bucko, why don't you take a closer look? Yeah, that's right, there's no actual way in. It's completely sealed. You're basically staring at a decorative aquarium that mocks you with its perfection. You can see the water, you just can't use it. The whole experience just feels like one of those snow globes where you're on the outside tapping the glass, wondering what it'd be like to be inside. Oh well, guess you'll never know. Number 7. E. At first glance, E feels like it could work. 3 neat platforms, 1 big spine. What could go wrong? Well, everything apparently. Every pool you try to make instantly drains out of the open sides like someone pulled the plug. Literally. Rotated left though, E suddenly redeems itself. Those 3 arms turned into stacked, deep basins. A full resort experience, top to bottom. Sadly, that's what we like to call cheating, and we're respecting letter integrity in this one. So, unfortunately for E, it remains a glorified colander. Number 6. X. X is surprisingly elegant, suspended, balanced, and slightly dangerous. Like a pool designed by someone who works exclusively in concept art. I feel like Banksy might have had something to do with this one. But anyway, the central cross forms a raised intersection that could hold a shallow basin, sort of like a rooftop hot tub. It's not deep enough to swim in, but perfect for people who just want to sit, look mysterious, and pretend the pool won't collapse under them at any second. Number 5. M. M is where the concept of a pool finally starts to make sense again. A deep, centralized pocket, solid symmetry, and 2 built-in diving platforms for synchronized swimming. It's efficient and weirdly practical. Structurally, however, it's all downhill. Literally, since the middle dips just deep enough to make the whole thing feel like a natural spring designed by typography. Still, it's one of the few letters that can actually hold water without turning into an accident report. 4. W. Essentially an M flipped upside down and twice as enthusiastic. W gives you a matching set of twin pools, ideal for couples who want to swim near each other without committing to shared space. You could host 2 separate pool parties with 0 social overlap. However, there is a slight problem where the middle peak blocks your line of sight, so you'll keep thinking someone drowned when they're just on the other side having a drink. You might need some support beams though to keep up the arms from collapsing, but that's a small price to pay for the letter that finally understands teamwork. Number 3. H. H feels like it was designed by someone who actually enjoys pools. A massive tank with 2 high walls to give you some well-deserved privacy. You can swim laps from one side to the other whilst pretending you're crossing an ancient bridge. Also, the high walls double as diving platforms. It's simple, stable, and easy to drain, which makes it rare among the alphabet. H is basically the alphabet's Olympic pool. Number 2. G. Talk about top-tier engineering. G gives you everything you need. Containment, shape, and a built-in diving board that feels intentional. The open corner lets you climb in with ease, while the inner curve keeps the water snug and secure. The round body means minimal splash loss, and if you position it just right, you've got natural shade under that top bar. The only real problem is explaining to guests why your pool looks like it's swallowing itself. Still, in terms of usability, G is the most fun you can have inside a semicircle. Honourable mention. S doesn't qualify as a pool, but it deserves credit for enthusiasm. It looks like the most chaotic water park slide ever conceived. A twisting, looping path that guarantees you'll arrive in the water faster than your swimsuit. There's a slight problem though, and that is that the pool doesn't actually exist. It's all entry, no destination. And here, there's no bonus points for broken bones. Sorry. Number 1. U. There was never any doubt. U is the clear winner. Literally built to hold water. Deep curve, smooth walls, no sharp edges to stub your toes on. It's the perfect natural basin. As if the alphabet briefly understood hydrodynamics. You can lounge, dive, float, everything just works. There's a sense of security in its shape, like it's gently hugging the water instead of trying to escape it. Every other letter feels like an argument against basic engineering. U just gets it. It's the king of pools, and the only letter you could confidently install in your backyard without ending up on a structural failure compilation.